Top 10 Simple Ways to Impress a Woman. 10. Look her in the eye. It can be tempting to look a beautiful woman up and down, and the more beautiful she is, the harder it can be to concentrate on the conversation. Just remember, if she catches you staring at her chest when she's telling you how much her mom means to her, you'll look like a creep. 9. Be well groomed. Scraggly facial hairstyles and even a hint of body odor have a good chance of killing your chances with many women. Women want their men to show that they can take care of themselves, and if you always look good and smell good even though it's not a special occasion, you're a few steps ahead of the pack. This doesn't mean you necessarily always have to be clean-shaven, but you should have well-maintained facial hair. Think about it, you judge them based on the way they look. Why wouldn't they do the same with you? 8. Help her with her coat. If you're trying to come up with simple ways to impress women, you might think about the kinds of things your grandfather used to do. While she might not know how to handle you throwing your coat down over a puddle she's about to walk over, there are lots of old-school displays of chivalry that most women love. Helping her put on her coat is a great example. It's a kind, courteous act that's not so common anymore. That's why it will help you stand out. It's also a good way to increase her comfort level with you as it allows you to get close to her without getting too close. 7. Socialize with her friends. When deciding whether or not to ask a woman out on a date, you probably evaluate her personality and her looks, among other things like her sense of humor and her intelligence. Well, women do those things too, but they also think about your potential as a partner. And one of the things that speaks to your potential is your ability to fit into her social network. Women are attracted to likable, sociable, charming men, the kind of guys their friends and families will love. So, engage in conversation with your friends even as you're working your magic on her. Impress them and you'll impress her. Just make sure it's clear that she's the one you're interested in. 6. Ignore your phone. Nothing says, you're not that important like taking a call from someone else or checking a text in the middle of a conversation. That's why ignoring your phone is one of our top 10 simple ways to impress women. The culture of constant texting has gotten way out of hand. These days too many men think it's perfectly acceptable to take a phone call or fire off an email while you're on a date or in the middle of a conversation. Well, we have news for you, it's uncivil. When you're talking to a woman, it wouldn't hurt if she got to see you silence your phone or turn it off completely. It shows her she has your undivided attention. 5. Ask her questions. When you're getting to know a woman, you should do your best to make her comfortable. That means steering a conversation toward a subject she's comfortable talking about like her life or interests. Just about every human likes to talk about themselves. It's a subject on which we have a lot of expertise, after all. So if you're asking her questions about her past successes and her favorite things, it should allow her to open up and feel comfortable, while simultaneously showing her that you're interested in more than just her looks. Just don't get all private investigator on her, ask simple, open-ended questions and let her steer the response. 4. Open doors. Another entry on our list of the top 10 simple ways to impress women, open the door for her. Opening the door for a woman is a classic gentlemanly gesture. The otherwise admirable push for gender equality has largely eliminated acts of chivalry like this one. But no matter what gender you are, opening the door for someone is considerate, polite and shows you're thinking about them, rather than just yourself. Do your part to bring chivalry back by opening the door for her. 3. Compliment her. So here's the thing, you want to give her a compliment, but you want it to seem sincere. Thus, you need something a little more original than, you have incredible eyes. Give this a shot, compliment the way she looks in her outfit. Say something like, you look great in that dress. It's a great way of telling her she looks hot without rerunning the same old compliment. Plus, it gives her credit for having good fashion sense, which is a neat little mix of her personality and her looks. 2. Ask for advice. Whether you're apartment hunting or trying to set your buddy up on a blind date, women enjoy being asked for advice. It shows her that you value other people's opinions, in particular, her opinion. Be careful not to come off as clueless here, though. You don't want to act like you know nothing. You also don't want to put her on the spot or make her feel uncomfortable. When asking for advice, get her perspective on a limited set of options. For example, does she think you should move into a townhouse or a loft? This kind of question allows her to easily express an opinion, and hopefully sparks a more extensive conversation. 1. Don't smoke. We all know smoking is bad for your health and the health of those around you. Don't worry, we're not about to preach to you, but we might just enlighten you. Your habit might be affecting your chances of finding someone. Did you know that smoking is a deal breaker for most women? By checking smoker on your online dating profile, you're weeding out as many as 90% of women. A survey of over 1,000 Americans, and their findings are pretty revealing. Nearly 9 out of 10 surveyed singles prefer not to date someone who smokes. On top of that, almost 70% of smokers said they prefer not to date another smoker.